What up, guys? Rich Greenways Car Care Products. I figured I'd do another video. I was thinking about a time when I was detailing many years ago, over a decade ago, kind of about my whole career, if you want to call it that, or the small business I owned that got me through college and other things I did as my main source of income for over a decade. And one of the things that came up on my head was I think in my last video I told you guys about my buddy had a rough week with a few cars. I kind of banged him up. He's new to the business and he handled it well, but it just gave him a tough time. And there were rough vehicles to detail, and he just had a difficult week. And I think sometimes you start to beat yourself up. So what I'm getting at here is towards the I guess middle of the detailing career I had, I remember a customer coming to me and he asked me what would it cost me to come to his house weekly to do his cars. And I was never asked that question before. It blindsided me, and I said, let me get back to you, something like that, because I didn't know how to answer his question. So after I got back to him and he agreed to the price, I started asking other customers who I detailed for, would they want a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly service? And if a few of them said yes. And that was one of the best, or I should say most profitable times of my detailing experience, my detailing career. And the reason I say that is because you got to remember, back in the day, there was no ceramic coatings, or that I knew of at least. That wasn't a thing being pushed. So all these jobs that you're getting $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, etc., that didn't exist. There was basically waxes, polymer sealants, and just your standard polishes, compounds, those type of things. But there was no extreme longevity type of coatings back then, not that I knew of, at least for vehicles. So when I started doing these maintenance washes, I fell in love with it because I made such good money and I wasn't there all day. Since I was mobile, sometimes being out in extreme heat or extreme weather conditions, they really get to you. I never pulled the trigger to get a shop because that wasn't my end goal. My goal was to have this business carry me through college, so it was a flexible schedule and I was able to make way more money doing my own business than working for someone. At that time, I was doing loss prevention for a department store, and what I made in one day was basically more than a whole week's of pay for that department store. So it gave me the opportunity to focus more on my studies and do different things I want to do. I love detailing, I still do, but that was one of the main reasons I opened the business, because I said there has to be a better way. I'm trading all this time for a little bit of money, and I said, what if I open my own business? I could, basically free up more time, make more money, and that's exactly what happened. And the story here is, or the point I'm trying to make in this big roundabout rambling thing I'm doing here, is that don't ever count out or open your mind to other things besides full details. When I drive home during whatever, a grocery store, coming from Sam's Club right now, wherever I'm at, I keep seeing more and more of these auxiliary, like medical centers. I don't know what you call them, like little mini hospitals. I just can't think of the word right now for them, but urgent care centers, I believe they call them. And you notice in the parking lot, there's all very nice cars. And the hours that people are working, and children and just the life in general, everyone's very busy. And I think about, if I started a business again and you have all these places, these would be prime places to hit, and not only have a source of revenue on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, but also a great source of advertising if you're mobile, because you're out there in a parking lot. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people coming in and out of the doors every day. It's basically free advertisement as you're getting paid to do the work. So if you're in a situation where you're thinking about starting a business, a mobile detailing business, you're already operating one, don't always think like, hey, full interior detail, full exterior, or full complete detail. These maintenance type of programs I think are one of the best things that you could do, especially in this time if you live in an area where the economy might be kind of tight, or just, those people are affected in the area. I think it's affected everywhere, but if you live in an area where it's not very affluent to begin with, these might work for you or not. I don't know, but in my specific area, especially with the influx of people we have coming from a couple states that make a lot of money, or the medium income, I should say, is very, very high. These people have the money to spend. And when you're doing these weekly, bi-weekly things, they're relatively cheap on the surface level. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying, hey, it's a trickery or anything like that. Obviously, you want to be straightforward with the customer. They know what they're paying. But what I'm getting at is, at least I do it, or used to do it, and I think a lot of people do it, is when you see something for in the store, it's, $50 or $30 or whatever, you tend just to buy it. When it's maybe $500 or $1,000, whatever, you might second guess it depending on how much wealth you have. But usually those bigger purchases, what I'm getting at is, usually you have a second guess on them, right? Whether or not you're going to purchase them. But when you see these little purchases, a lot of people just pick them up without second guess, or second thought, I should say. And what I'm saying is, with these weekly, bi-weekly washes or details, it's $50 a week or $80 a week, whatever it's included in the package. It can be an easy sell, because you're saving the customer, say 45 minutes or so on the weekend after they worked a long shift, that they don't have to take care of their car. They might have children, other obligations that they don't, after working all week or working these longer shifts, they don't feel like, for them, it might even take 2 hours, or it could take you 45 minutes because they're not a professional. So this type of recurring revenue is the best I ever had, because yes, the customers could walk away every time, but they didn't. This lasted for approximately, I would say, 7 to 10 years. And it was the best source of income I had, because it was so consistent. It was so consistent, and it didn't take me long to do these weekly maintenance jobs. And I knew it was going to be there every week. Yes, it can stop, but for almost, like I said, I think 7 to 10 years, I think it was more like the 10-year mark, that it basically got me through college and the other things I did after college. So I was very grateful to have that customer actually ask me, because I don't think I ever would have thought about it. So it actually became a thing, because he asked me, and then I started asking other customers. And it's something I'll look back at and kind of laugh to say, wow, why didn't I think of that? It seems such a logical thought. But I think also back then, with the social media and stuff, it wasn't as prevalent. So you didn't get all these different people sharing ideas and experiences online. There just wasn't any of that. So it was more like you had to come up with your own different type of, thoughts and different ways you're going to attack the business. So either way, I think instead of talking more about the subject, I think you guys get the point. The point being about the video is, definitely, if you're a mobile detailing person and you're looking for an extra source of revenue, or looking to get extra clients, places where you're already detailing cars and there's a lot of people coming in and out on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, to me, there's no better source of advertising. It's free. And also you have that quick, easy, recurring revenue coming in that's almost guaranteed. So definitely don't sleep on that. And if you guys have any questions, or want further information about my experience, reach out to us. Comment down below. Our website is greenwayscc.com. We sell high quality auto detailing chemicals and accessories. You can also email me at sales@greenwayscc.com, and our phone number is on there as well on the website. If you had any direct questions, you could always just give me a ring, and I can answer those questions for you. But again, this is Rich from Greenways Car Care Products. I hope you have a great weekend coming up, and thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you like and subscribe to help build the channel. Take care and have a great day.